What's the matter? You dissentious rogues. That rubbing the poor itch of your opinion make yourselves scabs? He that will give good words to thee will flatter beneath abhorring. He that trusts to you where he should find you lions, finds you hares, where foxes, geese. You are no surer, no, than is the coal of fire upon the ice, or hailstone in the sun. Who deserves greatness, deserves your hate. Trust ye? With every minute you do change a mind, and call him noble that was now your hate, him vile that was your garland. What's the matter? That in these several places of the city you cry against the noble senate, who under the gods keep you in awe, which else would feed on one another.
So you all resolved rather to die than to famish.
Resolved. We are accounted poor citizens, the patricians good. What authority surfeits on would relieve us. If they would yield us but the superfluity, while it were wholesome, we might guess they relieved us humanely, but they think we are too dear. The leanness that afflicts us, the object of our misery, is as a reminder to them of their abundance. Our sufferance is a gain to them. Let us revenge this with our pikes ere we become rakes. For the gods know I speak this in hunger for bread, not in thirst for revenge.
Would you proceed especially against Caius Martius?
Against him first. He's a very dog to the common people.
Consider you what services he has done for his country?
Very well, and could be content to give him good report for it, but that he pays
Nay, but
himself
speak not
with
maliciously.
being proud. I say unto you, what he hath done famously, he did it to that end. Those soft-conscienced men could be content to say he did it for his country. He did it to please his mother, and to be partly proud, which he is, even to the altitude of his virtue.
What he cannot help in his nature, you account a vice in him. You must in no way say he is covetous.
He hath faults with surplus to tire in repetition. But our business is not unknown to the Senate. They have had inkling this fortnight what we intend to do, which now we'll show them in deeds. They say poor suitors have strong breaths. They shall know we have strong arms, too.
Why, masters, my good friends, mine honest neighbors, why go you with bats and clubs? Will you undo yourselves?
We cannot, sir. We are undone already.
I tell you, friends, most charitable care have the patricians of you. For the dearth, the gods, not the patricians, make it, and your knees to them, not arms, must help. Alack, you are transported by calamity thither, where more attends you, and you slander the helms of the state, who care for you like fathers when you curse them as enemies.
Indeed. They never cared for us yet. Suffer us to famish while their storehouse is crammed with grain. If the wars eat us not up, they will. That's all the love they bear us.
Either you must confess yourself wondrous malicious, or be accused of folly. I will tell you a pretty tale. It may be you have heard it, but since it serves my purpose, I will venture to stale it a little more.
Well, I'll hear
You
it,
must
sir.
not think to fob off our
There was a
disgrace
time
with a
when
tale.
all the body's members rebelled against the belly, thus accused it. That only like a gulf it did remain in the midst of the body, idle and inactive, still cupboarding the food, never bearing like labor with the rest, while the other instruments did see and hear, devise, instruct, walk, feel, and mutually participate, did minister unto the appetite and affection common of the whole body. So the belly answered,
Well, sir, what answer made the belly?
Sir, I will tell you with a kind of smile, for look you, I may make the belly smile as well as speak.
Your belly's answer, what?
Sir, I will tell you,
What could the
if you will
belly
bestow
answer?
as small of what you have little patience a while.
You're long about it.
Note me this, good friend, your most grave belly was deliberate, not rash, like his accusers, and thus answered. True is it, my incorporate friends, quoth he, that I receive the general food at first, which you do live upon. And fit it is, because I am the storehouse and shop of the whole body. But if you do remember, I send it through the rivers of your blood, even to the court, the heart, the seat of the brain.
Aye, sir.
Well,
Though all at once cannot see what I do deliver out to each, yet I can make my audit up that all from me do back receive the flour of all and leave me but the chaff. What say you to it?
It was an answer.
How apply you this?
Well, the senators of Rome are this good belly, and you, the mutinous members. For examine their counsels and their cares. Digest things rightly, touching the will of the common, and you shall find no public benefit which you receive, but it proceeds or comes from them to you, and no way from yourselves. What think you? You, the great toe of this assembly.
I, the great toe.
Why the great toe?
Well, that being the lowest, basest, poorest of this most wise rebellion, thou goest foremost.
What's their seeking?
Corn at their own rates, whereof they say the city is well stored.
Hang 'em, they say. They'll sit by the fire and presume to know what's done in the capital. Who's let to rise, who thrives, and who declines. They say there's grain enough? Would the nobility lay aside their ruth and let me use my sword? I'll make a quarry with thousands of these quartered slaves as high as I can pick my lance.
Nay, these are almost thoroughly persuaded, for though abundantly they lack discretion, yet are they passing cowardly. But I beseech you, what says the other troop?
They said they were an hungry, sighed forth proverbs, that hunger broke stone walls, that dogs must eat, that meat was made from mouths, that the gods sent not corn for the rich man only. With these shreds, they vented their complainings, which being answered and a petition granted them, they threw their caps as they would hang them on the horns of the moon, shouting their emulation.
And what is granted them?
2 tribunes to defend their vulgar wisdoms of their own choice. Junius Brutus and Sicinius Volutus. 'Sdeath, the rabble should have first unroofed the city ere so prevailed with me. It will in time win upon power and throw forth greater themes for insurrections arguing.
This is strange.
Martius! 'Tis true that you have lately told us the Volsces are in arms.
They have a leader. Tullus Aufidius that will put you to it. I sin in envying his nobility, and were I anything but what I am, I would wish me only he.
You fought together?
Were half to half the world by the ears and he upon my party, I'd revolt to make my wars only with him. He is a lion that I am proud to hunt.
Then, worthy Martius, attend upon Cominius to these wars.
It is your former promise.
Sir, it is, and I am constant.
For your company to the capital, where I know our greatest friends attend us. Noble Martius.
Lead you on.
Ah, the Volsces have much corn. Take these rats thither to gnaw their garners. Worshipful mutineers, your valor puts well forth. Pray, follow.
Was ever man so proud as is this Martius?
He has no equal.
When we were chosen tribunes for the people,
marked you his lip and eyes?
nay, but his taunts.
Being moved, he will not spare to gird the gods.
We mock the modest moon.
The present wars devour him.
But I do wonder his insolence can brook to be commanded under Cominius.
Fame, at the which he aims, in whom already he's well graced, cannot be better held nor more attained than by a place below the first. For what miscarries shall be the general's fault, though he perform to the utmost of a man, and giddy censure will then cry out of Martius, oh, if he had borne the business.
And if things go well, opinion that so sticks on Martius shall of his great merits rob Cominius.
Let's hence, and hear how the dispatch is made, and in what fashion more than his singularity he goes upon this present action.
Let's along.
So, your opinion is, Phidias, that they of Rome are entered in our councils and know how we proceed.
Is it not yours? Whatever have been fought on in this state that could be brought to bodily act ere Rome had circumvention. 'Tis not 4 days gone since I heard from thence. These are the words: they have pressed to power, but it is not known whether for east or west. The dearth is great, the people mutinous, and it is rumored Cominius, Martius, your old enemy, who is of Rome worse hated than of you, these two lead on this preparation whither 'tis bent. Most likely 'tis for you. Consider of it.
Our army's in the field. We never yet made doubt but Rome was ready to answer.
Nor did you think it folly to keep your great pretenses veiled till when they needs must show themselves, which in the hatching, it seemed, appeared to Rome. By the discovery, we shall be shortened in our aim, which was to take in many towns ere almost Rome should know we were afoot.
Noble Phidias, take your commission. Hire to your bands. Let us alone to guard Coriolanus. If they should set down before us for the remove, bring your army. But I think you'll find they've not prepared for us.
Oh, doubt not that. I speak from certainties. Nay, more. Some parcels of their power are forth already, and only hitherward. I leave your honors. If we and Caius Martius chance to meet, 'tis sworn between us we shall ever strike till one can do no more.
God assist you.
And keep your honors safe.
pray you, daughter, sing. Or express yourself in a more comfortable sort. If my son were my husband, I should freelier rejoice in that absence where he won honor than in the embracements of his bed where he would show most love. When yet he was but tender-bodied, and the only son of my womb, when youth with comeliness plucked all gaze his way, when for a day of king's entreaties a mother should not sell him an hour from her beholding, I, considering how honor would become such a person, was pleased to let him seek danger where he was like to find fame. To a cruel war I sent him, from whence he returned, his brows bound with oak. I tell thee, daughter, I sprang not more in joy at first hearing he was a man-child, than now in first seeing he had proved himself a man.
But had he died in the business, madam, how then?
Then his good report should have been my son. I therein would have found issue. Hear me profess, sincerely. Had I a dozen sons, each in my love alike, and none less dear than thine and my good Martius, I'd rather had 11 die nobly for their country than one voluptuously surfeit out of action.
Madam, the Lady Valeria is come to visit you. Beseech you, give me leave to retire myself.
Indeed you shall not. Tell Valeria we are fit to bid her welcome. Methinks I hear hither your husband's drum. See him pluck Ovidius down by the hair. Methinks I see him stamp thus and call thus. Come on, you cowards! You were got in fear, though you were born in Rome. His bloody brow,
his
gloved hand, then wiping, forth he goes, like to a harvest man that's tasked to mow, or all, or lose his hire.
Oh, Jupiter, no blood.
Away, you fool! It more becomes a man than gilt his trophy.
Heavens bless my lord from fell Ophidius.
He'll beat Ophidius' head below his knee and tread upon his neck.
My ladies both! Good day to you.
Sweet madam.
I'm glad to see your ladyship. How do you both? You are manifest housekeepers. What are you sewing here? Oh, a fine spot. In good faith. How does your little son? I thank your ladyship well, good madam.
He had rather see the swords and hear a drum than look upon his schoolmaster.
On my word, the father's son. I'll swear 'tis a very pretty boy. Oh, my truth. I looked upon him a Wednesday, half an hour together, as such a confirmed countenance. I saw him run after a gilded butterfly, and when he caught it, he let it go again, and after it again, and over he falls, and up again, catched it again. Or whether his fall enraged him, or how 'twas, he did so set his teeth and tear it. Oof! I warrant it, how he mamicked it.
One on's father's moods.
Indeed, la, 'tis a noble child.
A crack, madam.
Come, lay aside your stitchery. I must have you play the idle housewife with me this afternoon.
No, good madam, I will not out of doors.
Not out of doors?
She shall.
Indeed, no, by your patience. I'll not over the threshold till my lord return from the wars.
You confine yourself most unreasonably.
I cannot go thither.
You would be another Penelope. Yet they say all the yarn she spun in Ulysses' absence did but fill Ithaca, full of moths. Come, you shall go with us.
No! Pardon me. Indeed, I will not forth.
In truth, la, go with me, and I'll tell you excellent news of your husband.
Oh, good madam, there can be none yet.
Verily, I do not jest with you. There came news from him last night.
Indeed, madam.
In earnest, it's true. I heard a senator speak it. Thus it is. The Volsces have an army forth, against whom Cominius, the general, is gone, and your lord is set down before their city. Coriolanus, they nothing doubt prevailing, and to make it brief wars. This is true, on mine honor, and so I pray go with us.
Give me excuse, good madam. I will obey you in everything hereafter.
Well, let her alone, lady. As she is now, she will but disease our better mirth.
Come, good sweet lady. Prithee, Virgilia, turn thy solemnness out of doors and go along with us.
No. At a word, madam. Indeed, I must not. I wish you much mirth.
Fare thee well, then.
None but thee, for I do hate thee worse than a promise breaker.
We hate alike. Not Afric owns a serpent I abhor more than thy fame and envy. Fix thy foot.
If I should tell thee o'er this thy day's work, thou wouldst not believe thy deeds. But I'll report it, where senators shall mingle tears with smiles, where great patricians shall attend and shrug, in the end admire. Where ladies shall be frighted and gladly quaked hear more, where the dull tribunes that with the fusty plebeians hate thine honors shall say against their hearts, we thank the gods Rome hath such a soldier.
Pray now no more! My mother, who has a charter to extol her blood, when she does praise me, grieves me. I have done as you have done. That's what I can. Induced as you have been, that's for my country.
You shall not be the grave of your deserving. Rome must know the value of her own.
I have some wounds upon me, and they smart to hear themselves remembered.
Well, should they not, well might they fest against ingratitude and tempt themselves with death. Of all the treasure in the field achieved and city, we render you a tenth.
I thank you, General, but cannot make my heart consent to take a bribe to pay my sword. I do refuse it, and stand upon my common part with those that have beheld the doing. No more, I say, for that I have not washed my nose that bled, or foiled some feeble wretch, which without note, here's many else have done. You shout me forth in acclamations hyperbolical, as if I love my little should be dieted in praises sauced with lies.
Too modest are you. Therefore be it known, as to us, to all the world, that Caius Martius wears this war's garland, and from this time, for what he did before and in Coriolanus, call him, with all the applause and clamor of the host, Caius Martius Coriolanus!
Caius Martius Coriolanus! Caius Martius Coriolanus! Caius Martius Coriolanus! I will go wash, and when my face is fair, you shall perceive whether I blush or no. Howbeit, I thank you, The gods begin to mock me. Sir, I that now refuse most princely gifts am bound to beg of my Lord General.
Take it. 'Tis yours. What is't?
I sometime lay here in Coriolanus at a poor man's house. He used me kindly. He cried to me. I saw him prisoner. But then Aufidius was within my view, and wrath o'erwhelmed my pity. I request that you give my poor host freedom.
Well begged. Were he the butcher of my son, he should be as free as is the wind. His name?
By Jupiter, forgot.
Oh, easy.
I am weary. Yea, my memory is tired.
Whoa, Hey. The blood upon your visage dries, huh? 'Tis time it should be looked to. Come. Easy, 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 easy. Check that, make sure
The town is tamed. It will be delivered back on good condition. Condition? I would I were a Roman, for I cannot, being a Volscian, be that I am. Condition? What good condition can a treaty find i' the part that is at mercy? 5 times, Martius, I have fought with thee. So often hast thou beat me, and wouldst do so again, I think, should we encounter as often as we eat. By the elements, if e'er again I meet him beard to beard, he's mine or I am his. Mine emulation hath not that honor in't it had. For where I thought to crush him in an equal force, true sword to sword, I'll potch at him some way. Or wrath or craft may get him. He's the devil. Bolder, though not so subtle. My valor's poisoned with only suffering stain by him. Where'er I meet him, were it at home upon my brother's guard, even there against the hospitable cannon, will I wash my fierce hand in his heart. Go you to the city and learn how 'tis held, and what they are that must be hostages for Rome.
Say, if you're going to Washington.
13th seat.
Nothing's been bothering you, and I thought it must be Blake after you said that if Britain...
Well, the augurer tells me we shall have news tonight.
Good or bad?
Well, not according to the prayers of the people. Well, they love not Martius.
Nature teaches beasts to know their friends.
Pray you, who does the wolf love?
The lamb.
Aye, to devour him, as the hungry plebeians would the noble Martius.
Oh, he's a lamb indeed. That baws like a bear.
He's a bear indeed that lives like a lamb. Tell me, one thing that I shall ask you.
Well, sir?
Well, sir, well.
In what enormity is Martius poor in, that you two have not in abundance?
He's poor in no one fault, but stored with all.
Especially in pride.
And topping all others in boasting.
Well, this is strange now. Do you two know how you are censured here in the city? I mean of us of the right-hand file, do you?
Why? How are we censored?
Because you talk of pride now. Will you not be angry?
Well, sir.
You blame Martius for being proud.
We do it not alone, sir.
I know, you can do very little alone. Your abilities are too infant-like for doing much alone. Oh, you talk of pride. Oh, that you could turn your eyes towards the napes of your neck and make but an interior survey of your good selves. Oh, that you could.
What then, sir?
Why, then you should discover a brace of unmeriting, proud, violent, testy magistrates, alias fools, as any in Rome.
Menenius, you're known well enough too.
As I'm known to be a humorous patrician. One that likes a cup of hot wine without a drop of allaying water in it. One that converses more with the buttock of the night than the forehead of the morning. But I think I utter, and I spend my malice in my breath. And though I must be content to bear with those that say you are reverend grave gentlemen, yet they lie deadly that tell you have good faces.
Oh, come, sir, come. We know you well enough.
You know neither me, yourselves, nor anything.
Oh, come. You are well known to be a perfect jiber for the table, than a necessary bencher in the capital.
Oh, you are a pair of strange ones. Yet you must be saying Martius is proud, who in a cheap estimation is worth all your predecessors since Deucalion, the best of them hereditary hangmans. Good e'en to your worships, more of your conversation would infect my brain, being the herdsman of the beastly plebeians. I will be bold to take my leave of you.
Honorable Menenius! My boy Martius approaches. For the love of Juno, let's go!
Ah, Martius coming home!
Aye, worthy Menenius, and with most prosperous approbation.
Take my cap, Jupiter, and I thank you. Oh, Martius coming home.
Nay, 'tis true.
I will make my very house reel tonight. Is he wounded? He was wont to come home wounded.
No.
Oh, he is wounded. I thank the gods for it.
So do I too, if it be not too much. Brings a victory in his pocket, will the wounds become him?
On's brows, Menenius. He comes the third time home with the oaken garland.
Has he disciplined Ophidius soundly?
They fought together, but Ophidius got off.
Is the Senate possessed of this?
Good ladies, let's go! Yes. The Senate has letters from the general, wherein he gives my son the whole name of the war. He hath in this action outdone his former deeds doubly.
In truth, there's wondrous things spoke of him.
I wonders, I warrant you, and not without his true purchasing.
The gods grant them true.
True?
True. I'll be sworn they are true. Where is he wounded?
In the shoulder of the left arm, there will be large cicatrices to show the people when he shall stand for his place. He received in the repulse of Tarquin 7 hurts of the body.
Well, there's 1 in the neck, 2 in the thigh. That's 9 that I know of.
He had, before this last expedition, 25 wounds upon him.
Well, now there's 27, and every gash was an enemy's grave. God save you, good worships. Martius is coming home. He has more cause to be proud.
These are the ushers of Martius. Before him he carries noise, and behind him he leaves tears. Death, that dark spirit in's nervy arm doth lie, which being advanced declines, and then men die.
petitioned all the gods for my prosperity.
My gentle Martius, worthy Caius, and by deed achieving honor newly named, what is it?
Coriolanus.
Coriolanus must I call thee, but oh, thy wife.
My gracious silence. Hail. Wouldst thou have laughed had I come coffined home, that weeps to see me triumph? Aye, my dear, such eyes the widows in Coriolanus wear, and mothers that lack sons.
Now the gods crown thee.
And live you yet! Oh, my sweet lady, pardon.
I know not where to turn. Oh, welcome home, and welcome, General, and you're welcome all.
100,000 welcomes. I can weep and I can laugh. I am light and heavy, but welcome. We have some old crab trees here at home that will not be grafted to your relish. But welcome, warriors. We call a nettle but a nettle, and the faults of fools but folly.
Ever right, Menenius, ever. Your hand, and yours. Ere in our own house I do shade my head. The good patricians must be visited, from whom I have received not only greetings, but with them, change of honors.
On to the capital!
I have lived to see inherited my very wishes and the buildings of my fancy. Only, there's one thing wanting, which I doubt not, but our Rome will cast upon thee.
No, good mother, I had rather be their servant in my way, than sway with them in theirs.
All tongues speak of him, and the bleared sights are spectacle to see him. Your prattling nurse into a rapture lets her baby cry while she chats him. The kitchen malkrin pins her richest lockram about her reaching neck, clamoring the walls to eye him. All agreeing in earnestness to see him. Such a pother. As if that whatsoever god who leads him were slyly crept into his human power and gave him graceful postures.
On the sudden, I warrant him consul.
Then our office maid during his power go sleep.
He cannot temperately transport his honors from where he should begin and end, but will lose those he hath won.
In that there's comfort.
Doubt not.
I heard him swear. Were he to stand for consul, never would he appear in the marketplace, nor showing, as the manner is, his wounds to the people. Beg their stinking breaths.
'Tis right.
It was his word.
I wish no better than have him hold that purpose, and to put it in execution.
'Tis most like he will.
It shall be to him then as our good wills assure destruction.
So, it must fall out to him or our authority for an end. We must suggest the people what kind of hatred he still hath held them. That to his power he would have made them mules, silenced their pleaders, and dispropertied their freedoms.
This, as you say, suggested that some time when his soaring insolence shall touch the people, which time shall not want, if he be put upon it. And that's as easy as to set dogs on sheep, will be his fire to kindle their dry stubble, and their blaze shall darken him forever.
What's the matter?
You are sent for to the capital. 'Tis thought that Martius shall be consul.
Come, come! They're almost here. How many stand for consulship?
3, they say. But 'tis thought of everyone Coriolanus will carry it.
That's a brave fellow. But he's vengeance proud and loves not the common people.
Faith! There had been many great men that had flattered the people who ne'er loved them. And there be many that they have loved, they know not wherefore. So that if they love, they know not why. They hate upon no better a ground. Therefore, for Coriolanus neither to care whether they love or hate him manifests the true knowledge he has in their disposition, and out of his noble carelessness lets them plainly see it.
But he seeks their hate with a greater devotion than they can render it him. Now, to seem to affect the malice and displeasure of the people is as bad as that which he dislikes, to flatter them for their love.
He hath deserved worthily of his country. To report otherwise were a malice.
No more of him. He is a worthy man. Make way. They're coming.
Couldn't find parking. That's why I was taking this. I know. I can't struggle downtown. I'd say I'm on the job, but I don't know to move. Good though. Oh, I like Panacota. That's a great idea. That's not a dessert idea. Great idea. That's a moment. Yeah. All right, let's stuck with it.
No. Having determined of the Volsces, it remains as the main point in this our after meeting to gratify his noble services that have thus stood for our country. Therefore, please you, most reverend and grave elders, to desire the present consul and last general in our well-found successes to report a little of that worthy work performed by Caius, Martius, Coriolanus, whom we have met here both to thank and remember with honors like himself. Masters of the people, we do request your kindest ears, and after your loving motion towards the common people, to yield what passes here. Speak, good Cominius.
We have hearts inclinable to honor and advance the theme of our assembly.
Which the rather we shall be blessed to do, if he remember a kinder value of the people than he hath hereto prized them at.
That's all. But would you rather have been silent? Please you to hear Cominius speak.
Most willingly, but yet my caution was more pertinent than the rebuke you give
No,
him.
he loves your people, but tie him not to be their bedfellows. Don't speak, worthy Cominius.
Sit, Coriolanus, never shamed to hear what you have nobly done, huh?
Your Honor's pardon. I'd rather have my wounds to heal again than hear say how I got them.
Come on.
Sir, I hope my words dispensed you not.
No, sir, yet oft when blows have made me stay, I fled from words. You flatter not, therefore hurt not. But for your people, I love them as they weigh.
Pray you sit down.
I'd rather have one scratch my head in the sun when the alarm was struck than idly sit here my nothing's monster.
Proceed, Cominius.
Who? I shall lack voice. The deeds of Coriolanus should not be uttered feebly. It is held that valor is the chiefest virtue and most dignifies the haver. If it be, the man I speak of cannot in the world be singly counterpoised. At 16 years, he fought beyond the marks of others. In that day's feat, when he might axe the woman in the scene, he proved best man in the field.
Seriously?
His pupil age man entered thus, he waxed like a sea. And in the brunt of 17 battles since, he lurched all swords of the garland. For this last, before and in Coriolanus, let me say, well, I cannot speak him home. He stopped the flyers, and by his rare example made the coward turn terror into sport. As weeds before a vessel under sail, so men obeyed and fell below his stem. From face to foot he was a thing of blood. whose every motion was timed with dying cries. Alone, he entered the mortal gate of the city, and with a sudden reinforcement struck Coriolanus like a planet. Until we called both city and field ours, he never stood to ease his breath with panting.
Worthy man.
He cannot but with measure fit the honors which we devise him. Our spoils he kicked at, looked upon things precious as if they were the common muck of the world. He covets less than misery itself would give, rewards his deeds with doing them, and is content to spend the time to end it. The Senate, Coriolanus, are well pleased to name thee consul.
I do beseech you, let me overleap this custom.
Oh, sir, you are not right. Have you not known the worthiest men have done it?
What must I say? I pray, sir, plague upon it. I cannot bring my tongue to such a pace. Look, sir, my wounds, I got them in my country's service when some certain of your brethren roared and ran from the noise of our own drums.
The gods, you must not speak of that. You must desire them to think upon you.
Think upon me? Hang them, I would they would forget me.
Oh, you'll mar all. I'll leave you. I pray you, speak with them. I pray you in wholesome manner.
Bid them wash their faces and keep their teeth clean. You know, sir, the cause of my standing here.
I do, sir. Tell me what has brought you to it.
My own deserving.
Your own deserving?
Aye, but not my own desire.
How not your own desire?
No, sir, 'twas never my desire yet to trouble the poor with begging.
You must think if I give you anything, I hope to gain by you.
Well, then, I pray your price or the consulship.
The price is to ask it kindly.
Kindly? I pray, sir, let me have it. I have wounds to show you which shall be yours in private. Your good voice, or what say you?
Oh, you shall have it, worthy sir.
A match, there's an all too worthy voice is begged. I have your arms, adieu.
But this is something odd.
Better it is to die. Better to starve than crave the hire which first we do deserve. Pray you now, if it may stand with the tune of your voice, that I may be consul.
You have deserved nobly of your country, and you have not deserved nobly.
Your enigma?
You have been a scourge to her enemies, a rod to her friends, but you have not indeed loved the common people.
You should account me the more virtuous that I have not been common in my love. Therefore beseech you I may be consul.
Well, we hope to find you our friend, and therefore give you our voices heartily.
You have many scars for your country.
I will not seal your knowledge in soaring them. I will make much of your voices and so trouble you no further.
Gods give you joy, sir, heartily.
Most sweet voices. Why, in this wolfish garb, should I stand here to beg of Hob and Dick that do appear their needless vouches? Custom calls me to it. In what custom wills, in all things should we do it. The one part suffered, the other will I do. Your voices. For your voices I have fought.
Your voices I have fought.
Watched for your voices. For your voices bear of wounds 24 odd. Battles thrice 6 have I seen and heard of. For your voices I have done many things. Some less, some more. Your voices. Indeed, I would be consul.
Therefore, let him be consul. The gods give you joy and help to make you a good friend to the people. Amen. God save thee, noble consul.
Worthy voices.
How now, my masters? Have you chose this man?
We pray the gods he may deserve your love.
He should have showed you his marks of merit.
Now, could you not have
Wounds
told him as
received
you
for
were
his country?
lessoned? When he had
Why,
no
so he
power,
did, I am
but was
sure.
but a petty servant to the state, he was your
Why
enemy.
either were
Ever
you
spake
ignorant to
against
see
your
it or
liberties.
seeing it of
If
such
he should
childish
still malignantly
friendliness to
remain
yield your
fastful
voices?
to the plebeioi, your
Thus
voices
to have
might be
said,
closer to
as you
yourselves.
were foreadvised, had touched his
Now,
spirit
did
and
you
tried
perceive
his
he did
inclination,
solicit you in
so
free
putting him to
contempt
rage,
when he did
should
need
have
your
taken the
loves?
advantage of
And
his
do you
collar
think that this
and passed
contempt
him
should not be
unelected.
bruising to you now that he hath power to crush?
He's not confirmed. We may deny him
No,
yet.
Get you hence instantly, and tell those friends that
Let
they
them
have
assemble.
chose a consul
And on
that will
safer
from them
judgment,
take their
all
liberties.
revoke
Make them of
your
no more
ignorant
voice than
election,
dogs,
enforce his
for as
pride,
often beat for
and his
barking
old
is
hate
therefore kept
unto
to
you.
do so. No, lay the fault on us, your tribunes.
Say you chose
that we
him
labored,
more
no
after
impediment between,
our
but that you
commandment
must
than is
cast
guided by your
election
own
on
true affection. Lay the fault
Why,
on
spare
us,
us not,
that he's
but
your fixed
say
enemy,
we read
and
lectures to
revoke your ignorant election.
Say you ne'er had done it. Harp on that still. But by our putting on, and presently, when you have drawn your number, repair to the capital. Let them go on. If, as his nature is, he fall in rage with their refusal, both observe and answer the vantage of his anger.
Tullus Aufidius then hath made new head? So the Volsces stand, but as at first, ready when time shall prompt them to make road upon us again.
They are warned, Lord Consul, so we shall hardly in our ages see their banners wave again.
So you, Aufidius, spoke he of me? How? What? At Antium lives he. At Antium! I wish I had cause to seek him there, to oppose his hatred fully. Welcome home.
Pass no further.
Huh? What is that?
It will be dangerous to go on no further.
What makes this change?
What's the matter?
Well, hath he not passed the noble and the common?
Cominius, no.
Have I had children's voices?
Tribunes give way, he shall to the marketplace.
The people are incensed against it.
Stop, or all will fall in broil.
Are these your herd? Must these have voices that can yield them now and straight disclaim their tongues? What are your offices? You being their mouths, why rule you not their teeth? Have you not set them off?
Be calm, be calm.
It is a purpose thing, and it grows by plot, to curb the will of the nobility. Suffer it, and live with such as cannot rule, nor ever will be ruled.
Called not a plot. The people cry you mock them. And of late, when corn was given them gratis, you repined. Scandal, the suppliants for the people, called them time-pleasers, flatterers, foes to nobleness.
Why, this was known before.
Not to them all.
Have you informed them since?
How? I informed them.
You would like to do such business?
Not unlike each way to better yours.
Why then should I be consul? Beyond clouds, let me deserve so ill as you, and make me your fellow tribune.
You show too much of that for which the people stir. If you will pass to where you are bound, you must inquire your way, which you are out of, with a gentler spirit. Or never be so noble as a consul, nor yoke with him for tribute.
Let's be calm.
The people are abused. Set on. This paltering becomes not Rome, nor has Coriolanus deserved this so dishonored rub, laid falsely in the plain way of his merit.
Tell me of corn. This was my speech, and I will speak it again.
Not now, not now.
In this heat, sir, now.
Now, as I live, I will. My nobler friends, I crave their pardons. For the mutable ranks sent in many, let them regard me as I do not flatter, and therein behold themselves. I say again, in soothing them, we nourish against our Senate the cockle of rebellion, insolence, sedition, which we ourselves have plowed for, sowed and scattered by mingling them with us, the honored number, who lack not virtue, no, nor power, but that which they have given to beggars.
Well, no more.
No more words, we beseech you.
How no more? As for my country, I have shed my blood, not fearing outward force. So shall my lungs coin words till their decay against those measles which we disdain should tatter us, yet sought the very way to catch them.
You speak of the people as if you were a god to punish, and not a man of their infirmity.
Twere well we let the people know it.
What is temper?
Temper! Were I as patient as a midnight sleep, by Jove, 'twould be my mind.
It is a mind that shall remain a poison where it is, not poison any further.
Shall remain? Hear you this Triton of the minnows? Mark you his absolute shall.
'Twas out of order.
Shall! Oh, good, but most unwise patricians. If ye have power, then veil your ignorance. If none, awake your dangerous lenity. If you are learned, be not as common fools. If you are not, let them have their benches by you. You are plebeians if they be senators. Shall, by Jove himself, and makes the consuls base, and my soul aches to know, when two authorities are up, neither supreme, how soon confusion may enter twixt the gap of both, and take the one by the other.
Well, on to the marketplace.
Whoever gave that counsel to give forth the corn of the storehouse gratis?
Yeah, well, no more of that.
I say they nourished disobedience, fed the ruin of the state.
Why shall the people give one that speaks thus their voice?
Come, enough.
Enough with over measure.
No! Take more! What may be sworn by both divine and human, seal what I end withal. This double worship, where one part does disdain with cause, the other insult without all reason, where gentry, title, wisdom cannot conclude but by the yea and no of general ignorance. It must omit real necessities and give way the while to unstable slightness. Purpose so barred, it follows nothing is done to purpose.
Has said enough.
He's spoken like a traitor, and shall answer as traitors do.
Thou wretch, despite o'erwhelm thee. What should the people do with these tribunes? In a rebellion, when what's not right, but what must be, was law, then were they chosen. In a better hour, let what is right be said, it must be right, and throw their power in the dust.
Manifest treason!
This a consul? No.
Let him be apprehended!
Go, call the people, in whose name myself attach thee as a traitorous innovator, a foe to the public weal. Obey, I charge thee, and follow to the help!
Seize him!
Here's he that would take from you all your power. You were at point to lose your liberty. Martius would have all from you. Martius, whom late you have made for consul.
Five. This is the way to kindle, not to quench.
To unbuild the city and to lay it all flat.
What is the city but the people?
By the consent of all, we were elected the people's magistrates.
But that is the way to lay the city flat, to bring the roof to the foundation and bury all.
This deserves death.
Either let us stand to our authority, or let us lose it. We do here pronounce upon the part of the people in whose power we were elected theirs. Martius is worthy of present death.
Therefore lay hold of him, bear him to the rock Tarpeian, and from thence into destruction.
No! I'll die here!
Lay hands
There's some
upon him.
among you who beheld me fighting! Come, try upon me what you have seen!
Down with that sword! Get you to your home! Be gone, away! All will be naught else.
Nay, I prithee, noble friend, home to thy house. Leave us to cure this cause.
Be gone, away! Put not your worthy rage into your tongue. One time will owe another.
On fair ground I can beat 40 of them!
Yea, I could take up a brace of the best of them. Yea, the 2 tribunes. But now 'tis odds beyond arithmetic.
Be gone, away!
Nay, come, away!
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, come on.
His nature is too noble for this world. He would not flatter Neptune for his trident, nor Jove for his power to thunder. His heart's his mouth. What his breast forges, that his tongue must speak. And being angry, forgets ever that he heard the name of death. Good.
Let them pull all about mine ears. Present me death on the wheel or at wild horses' heels. Yet will I still be thus to them.
You do the nobler.
I muse my mother does not approve me further, who was wont to call them woolen vassals, things created to buy and sell with groats. I talk of you. Why did you wish me milder? Would you have me false to my nature? Rather say I play the man I am.
Oh, sir. I would have had you put your power well on before you had worn it out.
Let's go.
Lesser had been the checkings of your disposition if ye had not showed them how ye were disposed, ere they lacked power to cross you.
Let them hang.
Aye, and burn too.
Come, you have been too rough, something too rough. You must return and mend it. There's no remedy unless by not so doing our good city cleave in the midst and perish.
Pray, be counseled. I have a heart as little apt as yours, but yet a brain that leaves my use of anger to better vantage.
Well said, noble woman.
Well, what must I do?
Return to the tributes.
Well, what then? What then?
Repent what you have spoken.
For them! I cannot do it for the gods. Must I do it for them?
You are too absolute. I have heard you say, honor and policy, like unsevered friends in the war, do grow together. Grant that, and tell me in peace what each of them by the other lose that they combine not there.
Tush.
A good demand.
If it be honor in your wars to seem the same you are not, which for your best ends you adopt your policy, how is it less or worse that it shall hold companionship in peace with honor as in war?
Why force you this?
Because that now it lies on you to speak to the people. Not by your own instruction, nor by the matter which your heart prompts you, but with such words that are but rooted in your tongue, though bastards and syllables of no allowance to your bosom's truth. Now, this no more dishonors you at all than to take in a town with gentle words, which else would put you to your fortune and the hazard of much blood. I would dissemble with my nature where my fortunes and my friends at stake required. I should do so in honor. I am in this your wife, your son, the senators, the nobles. And you will rather show our general louts how you can frown than spend a fawn upon them for the inheritance of their loves and safeguard of what that want might ruin.
Noble lady, come, go with us. Speak fair, and you may self-sow not only what is dangerous present, but the loss of what is past.
I prithee now, my son, go to them, be with them, thy knee bussing the stones, and say to them, thou art their soldier, and being bred in broils, hast not the soft way, which, thou dost confess, were fit for thee to use, as they to claim in asking their good loves, but thou wilt frame thyself, forsooth, hereafter theirs, so far as thou hast power and person.
This but done, even as she speaks, why their hearts were yours.
Prithee now, go and be ruled. Although I know thou hadst rather follow thine enemy in a fiery gulf than flatter him in a bower.
Madam, General Cominius is here.
I have been in the marketplace, and sir, 'tis fit you make strong party, or defend yourself by calmness or absence, all's in anger.
Only fair speech.
Yeah, I think 'twill serve if he can thereto frame his spirit.
He must and will. Prithee now, say you will and go about it.
Must I go show them my embarbed sconce? Must I with base tongue give my noble heart a lie that it must bear? Well, I will do it. Yet, were there but this single plot to lose, this mold of Martius, they to dust should grind it and throw it against the wind. To the marketplace. You have now put me to such a part which never I shall discharge to the life.
Come, we'll prompt you.
I prithee now, sweet son, As thou hast said, my praises made thee first a soldier, so to have my praise for this, perform a part thou hast not done before.
Well, I must do it. Away my disposition, and possess me some harlot spirit. My throat of wood be returned, which quired with my drum into a pipe small as a eunuch. A beggar's tongue make motion through my lips, and my armed knees, who bowed but in my stirrups, bend like his that hath received an alms. I will not do it, lest that I cease to honor my own truth, and by my body's action teach my mind a most inherent baseness.
At thy choice, then! To beg of thee, it is my more dishonor than thou of them. Come all to ruin! Let thy mother rather feel thy pride than fear thy dangerous stoutness. Do as thou list. Thy valiantness was mine. Thou suck'st it from me. But oh, thy pride thyself!
Pray be content, mother, I'm going to the marketplace. Chide me no more. I'll mountebank their loves, cog their hearts from them, and come back beloved of all the trades in Rome. Look, I am going. Commend me to my wife. I'll return consul, or never trust what my tongue can do in the way of flattery further.
All right, away. Now the tribunes do attend you. Now arm yourself to answer mildly, for they are prepared with accusations, as I hear, more strong than are upon you yet.
The word is mildly? Pray you, let us go. Let them accuse me by invention. I will answer in mine honor.
Aye, but mildly.
Mildly be it then! Mildly!
What, will he come?
He's coming.
How accompanied?
With old Menenius and those senators that always favored him.
Assemble presently the people hither, and when they hear me say, "It shall be so," be it either for death, for fine, or banishment, then let them, if I say fine, cry fine. If death, cry death.
I shall inform them.
And when such time they have begun to cry, let them not cease, but with a din confused enforce the present execution of what we chance to sentence.
Very well.
Go about it. Put him to anger straight. Being once chafed, he cannot be reined again to temperance. Then he speaks what's in his heart, and that is there, which looks with us, to break his neck.
Well, here he comes.
Calmly, I do beseech you.
The honored gods keep Rome in safety, and the chairs of justice supplied with worthy men. Plant love amongst. Throng our large temples with shows of peace, and not our streets with war.
A noble wish.
Draw near, ye people!
List to your tribune's audience. Peace, I say.
First, hear me speak.
Peace ho!
Well, say.
Shall I be charged no further than this present? Must all determine here?
I do demand if you submit you to the people's voices, allow their officers, and are content to suffer lawful censure for such faults as shall be proved upon you.
I am content. No!
Citizens, he says he is content. The warlike service he has done, consider. Think upon the wounds his body bears, which are like graves of the Holy Church.
Scratches with briars, scars to move laughter only.
Consider further that when he speaks not like a citizen, you find him like a soldier. Do not take his rougher accents for malicious sounds, but, as I say, such as becomes a soldier.
Well, no more, huh?
What is the matter? That being passed for consul with full voice, I am so dishonored that the very hour you take it off again.
Answer to us.
Say then, 'tis true I ought so.
We charge you that you have contrived to take from Rome all seasoned office and to wind yourself into a power tyrannical for which you are a traitor to the people.
Traitor, how now?
Temperately, your promise.
The fire in the lowest hell fold in the people. Call me their traitor? Thou injurious tribune. If within thine eyes such 20,000 deaths, in thy hand clutch so many millions, in thy lying tongue both numbers, I would say thou liest unto thee with a voice as free as I do pray the gods.
Mark you this people.
To the rock.
To the rock. Peace, peace. We need not put new matter to his charge. What you have seen him do and heard him speak, beating your officers, cursing yourselves, opposing laws with strokes, and here defying those whose great power must try him, even this, so criminal and in such capital kind, deserves the extremest.
Death. But since he hath served well for Rome.
What do you prate of service?
I talk of that knoweth.
You?
Is this a promise you made your mother?
No, I pray you.
I'll know no further. Let them pronounce my exile. Pent to linger but with a grain a day, I would not buy their mercy at the price of one fair word, nor check my courage for what they can give.
In the name of the people, and in the power of us, the tribunes, we even from this instant banish him our city, never more to enter our Rome gates. In the people's name, I say, it shall be so.
Shall be so.
Shall be so. Shall be so. Hear me, my masters and my common friends.
He sentenced, no more hearing.
No, let me speak. I have been consul and can show for Rome her enemies' marks upon me. I do love my country's good with a respect more holy, more tender, more profound than mine own life. Then, if I would, speak that.
We know your drift. Speak what?
There is no more to be said, but he is banished as enemy to the people and his country. It shall be so.
It shall be so.
It shall be so. It shall be so. It shall be so. It shall be so. It shall be so. It shall be so.
You common cry of curse, whose breath I hate as reek of the rotten fens, whose loves I prize as the dead carcasses of unmarried men that do corrupt my air, I banish you. And here remain with your uncertainty. Let every feeble rumor shake your hearts. Your enemies, with nodding of their plumes, fan you into despair. Have power still to banish your defenders, till at length your ignorance, which finds not till it feels, delivers you as most abated captives to some nation that won you without blows. Despising for you the city, thus I turn my back. There is a world elsewhere. Come, leave your tears. A brief farewell. The beast with many heads butts me away. Nay, mother, where's your ancient courage? You were used to say, extremity was a trier of spirits. That common chances common men could bear. That when the sea was calm, all boats alike showed mastership in floating. You used to load me with precepts that would make invincible the heart that conned them.
Oh, heavens! Oh, heavens!
Nay, prithee, woman.
Now the red pestilence strike all trades in Rome, and occupations perish!
What? I shall be loved when I am lacked. Nay, mother, resume that spirit. When you're wont to say, had you been the wife of Hercules, 6 of his labors you'd have done, and save your husband so much sweat. Cominius, droop not, adieu. Thou old and true Menenius, thy tears are salter than a younger man's, and venomous to thine eyes. My sometime general, I have seen thee stem, and thou hast oft beheld heart-hardening spectacles. Tell these sad women 'tis fond to wail inevitable strokes as 'tis Salaphity. My mother, you want well my hazard still have been your solace. Your son will or exceed the common, or be caught with cautelous baits in practice.
My first son, whither wilt thou go? Take good Cominius with thee a while. Determine on some course, more than a wild exposture to each chance that starts in the way before thee.
I'll follow thee a month, devise with thee where thou shalt rest, that thou mayest hear of us and we of thee.
Oh, the gods!
Come, my sweet wife, my dearest mother and friends of noble touch. When I am forth, bid me farewell and smile. While I remain above the ground, you shall hear from me still, and never of me aught but what is like me formerly.
As worthily as any ear can hear. Come, let's not weep. If I could shake off but 1 and 7 years from these old arms and legs, I'd with thee every foot.
Give me thy hand. Come. Goodly city is this Antium. City, 'tis I that made thy widows. Many an heir of these fair edifices for my wars have I heard groan and drop. That know me not, thus that thy wives with spits and boys with stones in puny battle slay me. O world, thy slippery turns, friends now fast sworn, whose double bosoms seem to wear one heart, who twin as 'twere in love unseparable, shall within this hour on dissension of a doit break out to bitterest enmity. So, fellest foes, whose passions and whose plots have broke their sleep to take the one the other by some chance, some trick not worth an egg, shall grow dear friends and interjoin their issue. So with me, my birthplace hate I, and my loves upon this enemy town. I'll enter. If he slay me, he does fair justice. If he give me way, I'll do his country service.
Now we have shown our power. Let us seem humbler after it is done than when it was doing. Here comes his mother.
Let's not meet her.
Why?
They say she's mad.
They've ta'en note of us. Keep on your way.
Oh, you're well met. The hoarded plague of the gods requite your loves.
Peace, peace. Be not so loud.
If that I could for weeping you should hear. Nay, and you shall hear some. Will you be gone?
You shall stay too! I would I had the power to say so to my husband.
Are you mankind?
I, fool! Is that a shame? No, but this fool was not a man, my father. Hadst thou foxship to banish him that struck more blows for Rome than thou hast spoken words?
Oh, blessed heaven.
More noble blows than ever thou wise words, and for Rome's good. I tell thee what, yet go. Nay, but thou shalt stay too. I would my son were in Arabia, and thy tribe before him, his good sword in his hand.
What then?
What then? He'll make an end to thy posterity!
Bastards and all! Good man, the wounds that he does bear for Rome.
Come, peace.
I would he had continued to his country as he began, and not unknit himself the noble knot he made.
I would he had.
Would he had? 'Twas you incensed the rabble? Cats that can judge as fitly of his worth as I can of those mysteries which heaven will not have earth to know!
Pray, let us go.
Now, pray, sir, get you gone. You have done a brave deed. Ere you go, hear this. As far as doth the capital exceed the meanest house in Rome, so far my son, this lady's husband here, this, do you see? Whom you have banished, does exceed you all!
Well, we'll leave you.
Why stay we to be baited with one who wants her wits?
Take my prayers with you! And would the gods had nothing else to do but to confirm my curses. could I meet him but once a day, it would unclog my heart of what lies heavy to it.
You have told them home, and by my troth, you have good cause. Sup you with me?
Anger's my meat. I sup upon myself, and so shall starve with feeding.
Where is this fellow? Whence comest thou? What wouldst thou? Thy name? Why speaks not? Speak, man. What's thy name?
If Tullus, not yet thou knowest me, and seeing me does not think me for the man I am, necessity commands me name myself.
What is thy name?
A name unmusical to the Volscian ears and harsh in sound to thine.
Say, what's thy name? Thou hast a grim appearance, and thy face bears a commandant. Though thy tackle's torn, thou showest a noble vessel. What's thy name?
Prepare thy brow to frown. Knowst thou me yet?
I know thee not. Thy name?
My name is Caius Martius. Who hath done to thee particularly, and all the Volsci's great hurt and mischief. Thereto witness may my surname, Coriolanus. The painful service, the extreme dangers and drops of blood shed for my thankless country are requited, but with that surname, only that name remains. The cruelty and envy of the people, permitted by our dastard nobles who have all forsook me, hath devoured the rest, and suffered me by the voices of slaves to be whooped out of Rome. Now this extremity hath brought me to thy hearth, not out of hope, mistake me not, to save my life. For if I had feared death, of all the men in the world, I would have voided thee. But in mere spite, to be full quit of those my banishers, stand I before thee here. Then, if thou hast a heart of wreak in thee, that wilt revenge thine own particular wrongs, and stop those maims of shame seen to thy country, speed thee straight, and make my misery serve thy turn. So use it, that my revengeful services may prove as benefits to thee, for I will fight against my cankered country with the spleen of all the under-fiends. But if so be thou darest not this, and that to prove more fortunes thou art tired, then in a word, I also am longer to live most wary, and do present my throat to thee, and to thy ancient malice, which not to cut, but show thee but a fool, since I have ever followed thee with hate, drawn tons of blood out of thy country's breast, and cannot live but to thy shame, unless it be to do thee service.
Oh, Martius. Martius. Each word that thou hast spoke hath weeded from my heart a root of ancient envy. If Jupiter should from yond cloud speak divine things and say 'tis true, I'd not believe them more than thee. All noble Martius. Let me twine mine arms about that body where against my grained ash 100 times hath broke and scarred the moon with splinters. Here I clip the anvil of my sword, and do contest as hotly and as nobly with thy love as ever in ambitious strength I did contend against thy valor. Know thou first, I loved the maid I married. Never man sighed truer breath. But that I see thee here, thou noble thing, more dances my rapt heart than when I first my wedded mistress saw bestride my threshold. Why, thou Mars, I tell thee, we have a power on foot. And I had a purpose once more, to hew thy target from thy brawn, or lose mine arm for it. Thou hast beat me out 12 several times. And I have nightly since dreamt of encounters twixt thyself and me. We have been down together in my sleep, unbuckling helms, fisting each other's throats, and waked, half dead with nothing. Worthy Martius, had we no other quarrel else to Rome, but that thou art thence banished, we would muster all from 12 to 70, and pouring war into the bowels of ungrateful Rome, like a bold flood o'erbeareth.
You bless me, God!
Therefore, most absolute, sir, if thou wilt have the leading of thine own revenge, take the one half of my commission. But come in! Let me commend thee first to those that shall say yea to thy desires. 1,000 welcomes, and more a friend than e'er an enemy. Yet, Martius, that was much. Your hand. Most welcome.
If you think about it, any leader, any government.
And how we were able to tell that same individual.
Can I first of all say...
We hear not of him, neither need we fear him. Our remedies attain the present peace and quietness of the people, which before were in wild hurry here to make his friends blush that the world goes well, who rather had dissentious numbers pestering streets than see our tradesmen working in their shops and going about their functions friendly.
We stood to it in good time. Is this Menenius?
'Tis he. Oh, he has grown most kind of late.
Hail, sir.
Hail to you both.
Your Coriolanus is not much missed. But with his friends, the Commonwealth doth stand, and so would do were he more angry at it.
As all's well. Might have been much better if he could have temporized.
Where is he? Hear you?
I hear nothing. His mother and his wife hear nothing from him.
This is a happier and more comely time.
Caius Marcius was a worthy officer in the war, but insolent, overcome with pride, ambitious past all thinking, self-loving.
And affecting one sole throne without assistance.
I think not so.
We should by this to all our lamentation. If he had gone forth consul, found it so.
The gods have well prevented it, and Rome sits safe and still without him.
There is a man whom we have put in prison, reports. The Volsces, with 2 several powers, are entered in the Roman territories, and with the deepest malice of the war, destroy what lies before him.
'Tis Phidias, who, hearing of our Martius' banishment, thrust forth his horn again into the world.
Come, what talk you of Martius?
Go see this rumor whipped. It cannot be the Volsces dare break with us.
Cannot be. We have recorded very well it can, and 3 examples of the like have been within my age.
Tell not me, I know this cannot be.
Not possible.
The nobles, in great earnestness, are going all to the Senate House. The report is seconded, and more fearful is delivered.
What more fearful?
It is spoke freely out of many mouths that Martius, joined with Aufidius, leads a power against Rome.
This is most likely.
Raised only that the weaker sort may wish good Martius home again.
Very trickant.
Yeah, this is unlikely. He and Aufidius could no more atone than violent his contrariety.
A fearful army, led by Caius Martius, associated with Aufidius, rages upon our territories, and have already o'erborne their way, consumed with fire, and took what lay before them.
Oh, you have made good work.
What news? What news?
You have hope to ravish your own daughters, and your temples burned in their cement.
Your news, if Martius should be joined with Volscians.
If he is their god, he leads them like a thing made by some other deity than nature that shapes men better. Yeah, and they follow him. Against us brats with no less confidence than boys pursuing summer butterflies or butchers killing flies.
Oh, you have made good work, you and your apron men.
But is this true, sir?
Aye, and you'll look pale before you find it other. All the regions do smilingly revolt, and who resist are mocked for valiant ignorance and perish constant fools. Who is can blame them?
We are all undone, unless the noble men have mercy.
Yeah, well, who shall ask it? The tribunes cannot do it for shame. The people deserve such pity of him as the wolf does of the shepherd, for his best friends showed like enemies.
It is true. If he were putting to my house the fire that should consume it, I have not the face to say, beseech you, cease.
You have brought such a trembling upon Rome, such as never was so incapable of help.
We brought it.
Was it we? We loved him, but like beasts and cowardly nobles, gave way into your clusters, who did hoot him out of the city.
Yeah, but I fear they'll roar him in again. Tullus Aufidius, the second name of men, obeys his points as if he were his officer. Desperation is all the policy, strength, and defense that Rome can make against them. 'Tis no matter. If he could burn us all into one coal, we'd have deserved it.
I do not like this news.
Nor I.
Let us to the capital. Would half my wealth would buy this for a lie.
Pray, let us go.
I do not know what witchcraft's in him, but your soldiers use him as their grace for meat, the talk at table and the thanks at end. And you are darkened in this action, sir, even by your own.
I cannot help it now. Unless by using means I lame the foot of our design. He bears himself more proudly, or even to my person, than I thought he would when first I did embrace him. Yet his nature and that's no changeling. And I must excuse what cannot be amended.
Yet I wish, sir, I mean for your particular, that you had not joined in commission with him, but either borne this action of yourself, or to him had left it solely.
I understand thee well, and be thou sure, when he shall come to his account, he knows not what I can urge against him. Although he thinks, and so it seems, and is no less apparent to the vulgar eye, that he bears all things fairly, fights dragon-like, and does achieve as soon as draw his sword. Yet he hath left undone that which shall break his neck, or hazard mine whene'er we come to our account.
Sir, I beseech you, think you he'll carry Rome?
All things yield to him ere he sits down. The nobility of Rome are his. Senators and patricians love him too. The tribunes are no soldiers. I think his people will be as rash in the repeal as hasty to expel him thence. I think he'll be to Rome as is the osprey to the fish, who takes it by sovereignty of nature. First he was a noble servant to them, but he could not bear his honors even. Whether 'twas pride, which out of daily fortune ever taints the happy man, or whether defect of judgment, to fail in the disposing of those chances which he was lord of, or whether nature, not to be other than one thing, not moving from the sword to the Senate, but commanding peace, even with the same austerity and garb as he controlled the war. But one of these, as he hath spices of them all, not all, for I dare so far free him, made him feared, so hated, and so banished. But he hath a merit to choke it in the utterance. And so our virtues lie in the interpretation of the time, and power, unto itself most commendable, hath not a tomb so evident as a chair to extol what it hath done. One fire drives out one fire. One nail, one nail. Rights by rights falter, strengths by strengths do fail. Come, let's away. When, Caius, Rome is thine, thou art poorest of all, then shortly art thou mine.
No, I'll not go. You hear what he has said, which was sometime his general, who loved him in a most dear particular.
He would not seem to know me.
Nay, if he coyed to hear Cominius speak, I'll keep at home.
At one time he did call me by my name. I urged our old acquaintance and the drops we had bled together. Coriolanus, he would not answer to.
Do you hear?
Forbade all names. He was a kind of nothing, titleless, till he had forged himself a name in the fire of burning Rome.
So you have made good work, huh?
I minded him how royal 'twas to pardon when least expected. He said it was a bare petition of the state to one whom they had punished.
Very well. Could he say less?
I offered to awaken his regard for his private friends. He said he could not stay to pick them from a pile of noisome, musty chaff. He said 'twas folly for one poor grain or two to leave unburnt and still to nose the offense.
For one poor grain or two, I am one of those. His mother, wife, his child, this brave fellow too, we are the grains. You are the musty chaff, and you are smelt above the moon, and we must be burnt for you.
Nay, pray be patient. If you refuse your aid in this so never-needed help, yet do not upbraid us in our distress. But sure, if you would be your country's pleader, your good tongue, more than the instant army we can make, might stop our countrymen.
No, I'll not meddle.
Pray you go to him!
What should I do?
Only make trial what your love for Rome can do toward Martius.
Well... And what if Martius should return me, as Cominius is returned, unheard? What then?
Then your goodwill must have that thanks from Rome after the measure as you intended well.
I'll undertake it. I think you'll hear me, but to bite his thumb and hum at good Cominius much unhearts me. He was not taken well. He had not dined. The veins unfilled, our blood is cold, and then we pout upon the morning, are inapt to give or to forgive. But when we have stuffed these pipes and these conveyances of our blood with wine and feeding, we have suppler souls than in our priest-like fasts. Therefore, I'll watch him till he be dieted to my request, and then I'll set upon him.
Oh, you know the very road into his kindness and cannot lose your way.
Good faith, I'll prove him. Speed how it will, I shall ere long have knowledge of my success.
He'll never hear him.
No?
I tell you, he does sit in gold. His eye, red as 'twould burn Rome. His injury, a jailer to his pity. I kneeled before him. 'Twas very faintly he said, "Rise." Dismissed me thus with his speechless hand. All hope is vain. Unless his noble mother and his wife solicit him mercy to his country.
Stay! Whence are you?
Stand and go back.
You godlike men, 'tis well. But by your leave, I am an officer of state and come to speak with Coriolanus.
From whence?
From Rome.
You may not pass, you must return. Our general will no more hear from thence.
You'll see your Rome embraced with fire before you'll speak with Coriolanus.
Good, my friends, if you have heard your general talk of Rome and of his friends there, its lots to blanks, my name hath touched your ears. It is Menenius.
Be it so, go back. The virtue of your name is not here passable.
I tell thee, fellow, the general is my friend. I have been the bookend of his good acts. Therefore, fellow, I must have leave to pass.
Faith, sir. Go back.
Prithee, remember, my name is Menenius, always factionary on the party of your general.
You cannot pass, therefore go back!
Has he dined, canst thou tell? For I would not speak with him till after dinner.
You're a Roman, are you?
I am, as thy general is.
Then you should hate Rome, as he does. Can you, when you have pushed out your gates the very defender of them, and in a violent popular ignorance given your enemy your shield, think to front his revenges with the palsied intercession of such a decayed dotant as you seem to be? Can you think to blow out the intended fire your city is ready to flame in with such weak breath as this? No, you are deceived. Therefore, back to Rome and prepare for your execution. You are condemned.
Sir, if thy captain knew I was here, he would use me
my
with
captain knows
I
you
mean,
not.
my general. My general cares not for you. Back, I say, go. Lest I let forth your half pint of blood.
Nay, but fellow.
What's the matter?
Now you, companion, I'll say a prayer for you. You shall know now that I am in estimation. Guess but by my entertainment with him, if thou standest not in the state of hanging. Behold, presently, and swoon for what's to come upon thee.
Oh, my son. My son.
Oh, thou art preparing fire for us. Look, here's water to quench it. I was hardly moved to come to thee, but being assured that none but myself could move thee, I have been blown from your gates with sighs and conjure thee to pardon Rome and thy petitionary countrymen. The good gods assuage thy wrath, and turn the dregs of it upon this varlet here, he who like a block has denied my access to thee.
Away.
Away?
Wife, mother, child, I know not. My affairs are servanted to others. That we have been familiar in great forgetfulness shall poison rather than pity note how much. Therefore be gone. Mine ears against your suits are stronger than your gates against my force. Another word, Menenius, I will not hear thee speak. This man, Aufidius, was my beloved in Rome. Yet thou beholdst.
You keep a constant temper.
Now, sir, is your name Menenius? 'Tis a spell, you see, of much power. You know the way home again.
You hear how we are shamed for keeping your greatness back?
What cause do you think I have to swoon?
I neither care for the world nor your general. For such things as you, I can scarce think there's any. You are so slight. He that hath a will to die by himself fears it not from another. Let your general do his worst. As for you, be as you are, long, and may your misery increase with your age. I say to you, as I was said to, away.
We will, before the walls of Rome, tomorrow, set down our host. My partner in this action. You must report to the Volscian lords how plainly I have borne this business.
Only their ends you have respected. Stopped your ears against the general suit of Rome, never admitted a private whisper, no. Not with such friends that thought them sure of you.
This last old man, whom with a cracked heart I have sent to Rome, loved me above the measure of a father, nay, goddened me indeed. Fresh embassies and suits, nor from the state nor private friends hereafter will I lend ear to. What shout is this? Let the Volsces plow Rome and harrow Italy. I'll never be such a gosling to obey instinct, but stand as if a man were author of himself and knew no other kin.
My lord and husband.
These eyes are not the same I wore in Rome.
The sorrow that delivers us thus changed makes you think so.
Best of my flesh. Forgive my tyranny, but do not say for that, forgive our Romans. Oh, a kiss, long as my exile, sweet as my revenge. Ye gods I prate, and the most noble mother in the world leave unsaluted, sink my knee in the earth.
Stand up, blessed. Whilst with no softer cushion than the flint, I kneel before thee, and unproperly show duty as mistaken all this while between the child and parent.
What is this, your niece to me, to your corrected son?
Thou art my warrior. I hope to frame thee. This is a poor epitome of yours, which by the interpretation of full time may show like all yourself.
The god of soldiers, with the consent of supreme Jove, inform thy thoughts with nobleness, that thou mayst prove to shame unvulnerable, and stick in the wars like a great sea mark, standing every flaw, and saving those that eye thee.
Your knee, Sirrah.
That's my brave boy.
Even he, your wife, this lady, and myself are suitors
I
to you.
beseech you peace, or if you'll ask, remember this before. The thing I have forsworn to grant may never be held by you denials. Do not bid me dismiss my soldiers, or capitulate again with Rome's mechanics. Tell me not wherein I seem unnatural. Desire not to allay my rages and revenges with your colder reasons.
Oh, no more, no more! You have said you will not grant us anything. For we have nothing else to ask but that which you deny already. Yet we will ask that if you fail in our request, the blame may hang upon your hardness. Therefore, hear us.
Phidias and Euvulci's mark, for we'll hear not from Rome in private. Your request.
Should we be silent and not speak? Our raiment and state of bodies would betray what life we have led since thy exile. Think with thyself. How more unfortunate than all living women are we come hither, since that thy sight, which should make our eyes flow with joy, hearts dance with comforts, constrains them weep and shake with fear and sorrow, making the mother, wife, and child to see the son, the husband, and the father tearing his country's bowels out. We must find an evident calamity, though we had our wish which side should win. For either thou must, like a foreign recreant, be led with manacles through our streets, or else triumphantly tread on thy country's ruin and bear the palm for having bravely shed thy wife and children's blood. For myself, son, I purpose not to wait on fortune till these wars determine. If I cannot persuade thee rather to show a noble grace to both parts than seek the end of one, thou shalt no sooner march to assault thy country than to tread. Just do it, thou shalt not, on thy mother's womb that brought thee to this world.
I and mine that brought you forth this boy to keep your name living to time.
I shall not tread on me. I'll run away till I'm bigger, but then I'll fight.
I've sat too long.
Nay, go not from us thus! If it were so that our request did tend to save the Romans, thereby to destroy the Volsces whom you serve, you might condemn us as poisonous of your honor. No! Our suit is that you reconcile them. While the Volsces may say, this mercy we have showed the Romans, this we received, and each and either side give the all hail to thee, and cry, be blessed for making up this peace. Thou knowest, great son, the end of war's uncertain, but this certain, that if thou conquer Rome, the benefit which thou shalt thereby reap is such a name whose repetition will be dogged with curses, whose chronicle thus writ, the man was noble, but with his last attempt he wiped it out. destroyed his country, and his name remains to the ensuing age abhorred. Why dost not speak? Thinkest thou it honorable for a noble man still to remember wrongs? Daughter, speak you. He cares not for your weeping. Speak thou, boy. Perhaps thy childishness will move him more than can our reason. There's no man in the world more bound to his mother, yet here he lets me prate like one of the stocks. Thou hast never in thy life showed thy dear mother any courtesy. When she, poor hen, has clucked thee to the wars and safely home, loaden with honors. Say my requests unjust and spurn me back. But if it be not so, thou art not honest. And the gods will plague thee that thou restrainst from me the duty to which a mother's part belongs. He turns away. Down, ladies, let us shame him with our knees. To his surname, Coriolanus, longs more pride than pity to our prayers. Down. An end. This is the last. So, we will home to Rome and die among our neighbors. Nay, beholds this boy that cannot tell what he would have, does reason our petition with more strength than thou hast to deny it. Come, let us go. This fellow had a volscion to his mother, his wife is in Coriolanus, and his child like him by chance. Yet give us our dispatch. I am hushed until our city be afire, and then I'll speak a little.
Oh, Mother. Mother. What have you done? Behold, the heavens do ope. The gods look down on this unnatural scene they laugh at. Oh, my mother. Mother. Oh.
Is it possible that so short a time can alter the condition of a man?
He wants nothing of a god but eternity, and a heaven to throne in.
Yes, mercy, if you report him truly. The gods be good unto us.
No, in such a case as this, the gods will not be good to us. When we banished him, we respected not them. And he, returning to break our necks, they respect not us.
Sir! If you'd save your life, fly you to your house. The plebeians have got your fellow tribune and hail him, up and down, all swearing if the Roman ladies bring not comfort home, they'll give him death by inches.
What's the news? Good news. The ladies have prevailed. The Volscians are dislodged? And Martius gone? A merrier day did never yet greet Rome, friend. Art thou certain this is true? Is it most certain?
This is good news. I will go meet the ladies. You have prayed well today. This morning, for 10,000 of your throats, I'd not have given a doit.
How is it with our general?
As with a man by his own charity slain. We must proceed as we do find the people.
People will remain uncertain while twixt you there's difference. The fall of either makes the survivor heir of all.
I know it. And my pretext to strike at him admits a good discourse. I raised him, and I pawned mine honor for his truth, who being so heightened, he watered his new plants with dews of flattery, seducing so my friends, and to this end he bowed his nature, never known before but to be rough, unswayable, and free.
Sir, his stoutness, when he did stand for consul, which he lost by lack of stooping.
That I would have spoken of. Being banished for it, he came unto my hearth. He presented to my knife his throat. I took him. I made him joint servant with me, gave him way in all his own desires. Nay, let him choose out of my files his projects to accomplish by best and freshest men, served his assignments in mine own person, hope to reap the fame which he did end all his, and took some pride to do myself this wrong, till at the last I seemed his follower, not partner. And he waged me with his countenance as if I had been mercenary.
So he did, my lord. The army marveled at it. And in the last, when he had carried Rome, and that we looked for no less spoil than glory.
There was it for the which my sinews shall be stretched upon him. For a few drops of women's rheum, which are as cheap as lies, he sold the blood and labor of our great action. Therefore shall he die, and I'll renew me in his fall. But hark!
Your native town you entered like a post, and had no welcomes home, but he returns, splitting the air with noise. And patient fools, whose children he hath slain, their base throats tear with giving him glory.
Say no more, here come the lords.
You are most welcome home.
I have not deserved it. But worthy lords, have you with heed perused what I've written you?
We have.
I'm grieved to hear it. What faults he made before the last, I think might have found easy find. But there to end where he was to begin, and give away the benefits of our levies, making a treaty where there was a yielding, this admits no excuse.
You shall hear him.
Hail, lords. I am returned your soldier, no more infected with my country's love than when I parted thence, but still subsisting under your great command. Our spoils we have brought home do more than counterpoise a full third part the charges of the action. We have made peace, with no less honor to the Antiochs than shame to the Romans. And we here deliver, subscribed by the consuls and patricians, together with the seal of the Senate, what we have compounded on.
Read it not, noble lords. But tell the traitor in the highest degree he hath abused your powers.
Traitor, how now?
I traitor, Martius.
Martius?
I Martius. Caius Martius. Dost thou think I'll grace thee with that robbery? Thy stolen name? Coriolanus in Coriolis. You lords and heads of the state, perfidiously he has betrayed your business and given up for certain drops of salt your city, Rome. I say your city! To his wife and mother, breaking his oath and resolution like a twist of rotten silk, never admitting counsel of the war, but at his nurse's tears he whined and roared away your victory.
Hearest thou more?
Name not the god, thou boy of tears. Huh? No more.
Measureless liar! Thou hast made my heart too great for what contains it. Boy? Oh, slave. Pardon me, lords. 'Tis the first time that ever I was forced to scold. And your judgments, my grave lords, must give this cur the lie, and his own notion, who wears my stripes impressed upon him, that must bear my beating to his grave, shall join to thrust a lie unto him.
Peace both. Hear me speak.
Cut me to pieces, Volsces! Boy? False hound. If you have writ your annals true, 'tis there, that like an eagle in a dovecote, I fluttered your Volscians in Coriolis. Alone, I did it, boy!
Why, noble lords, will you be put in mind of his blind fortune, which was your shame, by this unholy braggart for your own eyes and ears?
Peace, ho! No outrage! Peace! The man is noble, and his fame falls in this orb of the earth. His last offenses to us shall have judicious hearing. Stand up, Phidias, and trouble not the peace.
So that I had him with 6 Phidiases or more, his tried to use my lawful sword.
And villain!
Thou hast done a deed whereat valor will weep.
When you shall know, noble lords, the great danger which this man's life did owe you, you'll rejoice that he is thus cut off. Please it your honors to call me to your senate, I'll deliver myself your most loyal servant, or endure your heaviest censure. My rage is gone. And I am struck with sorrow. Help to bear him up, free of the chiefest soldiers. I'll be one. Beat thou the drum, let it speak mournfully. Trail your steel pikes. Though in this city he hath widowed and unchilded many a one which to this hour bewail the injury. Yet he shall have a noble memory.